be saying some wild stuff.
I don't know what you mean by y'all.
Hey, Trev, real quick. You bring me a Bud Light?
The pause era.
Anybody else need a Bud Light?
Yeah, I do. We'll just
Two Bud Lights.
So we don't have to.
I'll take a can. Save the bottles.
Might as well make it 3.
Yeah, a can or whatever.
3 cans, please. Three cans of Bud Light.
And a Dabber Ranch.
Pause.
Good, because there's 3 more bottles in there and I'm drinking them.
Nah, fuck that.
To
If
the
there's only
head,
3,
shotgun
bring the
them.
bottle.
You should shotgun them. The bottle itself.
All right, boys, welcome
I
back.
just gotta turn it up.
Good afternoon, good evening. Is it good
Pause.
afternoon? It's not the evening yet. It's
Okay,
kinda
you
in between.
right.
Pause. Y'all are wildin'. Anyways, welcome back. Everybody in here. Trev, come say what's up one time, bro, before you go in there, man. Trevor's
He gonna
down
go
bad,
quarantine.
everybody. We're
He
putting
about
him
to
in
go
timeout.
quarantine.
Yeah, we
People hate me anyway.
we got Trev
Nah,
wearing a
seriously.
hazmat suit right now.
Just come say what's up. Yeah,
My nose is running.
Trevor done just beat COVID 24.
Guest
Uh,
appearance.
He back. He been down bad all week, but he's
We're
back.
fighting that COVID junior, man.
We got 3-time Father of the Year in here, P. Mike. We
Come
got
on,
our
man.
boy P. My Sneaks, Mr. C. Will.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Something slight on today.
Sneaks look like a fucking brick of fish scale. You know,
Crazy.
is what it is.
And that's that boy, what's that, Billingham?
Oh yeah, listen, man, it ain't nothing. That's your boy Bill Billingham.
Bill
You know what I'm saying?
Billingham.
Back in the building, the babyface bastard. You know what I'm saying? The Ballad of the Bastard Billy coming soon.
The
You know, I'm gonna
ballad.
write a book, the autobiography. Anyway, we back in here, No Look Passengers, man.
Come on.
We was just chopping it up. P. Mike, bring us in, man. What was you talking about? You asked us a question.
I'll
Let's
just
get
start
into
out
it.
by Friday morning this past week. I checked my Spotify for new releases, and maybe something came out. I can't remember, but it was like nothing, pretty much. And then halfway
You
through
did
the
send me
day,
hella music. It was like 4 minutes.
okay, maybe I
Boom,
sent
boom,
y'all
boom.
Blast.
Well, you
like
sent me Gavin Adcock
BLXST.
first.
He dropped the album. Yeah, I sent you that.
You
Yeah,
sent me the shout out to Gavin Adcock. You listen to country, C. Will?
Shaboozey. Is that his name?
Hey.
Shaboozey. Okay,
That's another topic too.
he was at the
We'll get into
CMA
it.
Awards. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
controversial. We'll get into it. Put
Shout
that
out
in the
to him.
notepad. We got to get to that. Anyway, continue.
Got you, man.
Spotify new release.
Oh yeah, like halfway through the day, I check back on. I hop on Instagram. And it's like everybody talking about Kendrick just dropped an album, or maybe it wasn't like that straightforward. But you go to his page and it's in his bio. Like you click on his bio and it's in
Real
there with the
discreet,
like the PG Lang stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I just started listening to it at work, man. I don't know. Like I was telling y'all, I don't want to hear nobody say they don't like it yet because I'm just enjoying it. And it's like I don't even want to hear that, bro, because I don't know.
You should enjoy it. It is a good album. It was a crazy, like, weird drop, weird surprise.
So you was about to get into it on the porch.
Yeah,
man.
you was about to go
you
in.
you said you got a hater take.
Yeah, if I'm gonna give a hater take, because you see it coming, right? So all of a sudden he drops the album. So I had told someone a few months ago that the beef with Drake, it was almost like more beneficial to Kendrick than Drake. Because at the time, if you look at it, Drake had a few albums out that were already slapping. Like he had dropped.
He's already on a run.
Yeah, he had those 2 that came out like back to back that was like slapping, had a
Yeah.
real good run, right? Then all of a sudden,
Kendrick been stagnant before that.
yeah, and because it's like his fans like, and I like Kendrick. Don't get me wrong, like I'm
Right.
not a Kendrick hater, but at the time of when the beef started, I just feel like it benefited Kendrick more than it did Drake because at the time Drake had such a run going with his albums and the kind of legacy.
It's like what
that
more
he
could he
has.
need, right?
Right, like, and the last album that Kendrick dropped, even some of his like best fans were just like, it wasn't the same as the previous ones. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So, I just feel like that was almost a boost for the album to drop. Like, and the Super Bowl, the shit going on right now.
Yeah.
It's just a good time. He's got a good buzz rolling. Ride the wave. It's not something that he shouldn't do, and I'm just saying
That's
like,
true.
It's a hater take, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, for sure.
it benefited him more for this album drop. So you could almost say that, like, in a way, Drizzy just tops him to Alley.
Now, when you put it that way,
Because you
I could
need a
see it.
heavyweight to box with for it to hold weight. Because who else is he going to beef
Obviously.
with for people to be like, you know what I'm saying?
It was
You
them
need
and
some-
J.
I got
Cole
two
that
things.
was-
I got
that
two
was
things.
it.
I got two things. I got two things.
Yeah.
I think last week J. Cole announced his little not little. No disrespect. I hate when people say that.
His
about
little
that.
podcast, man. That's crazy. Come on. It's like a little audio.
His little
whatever.
I say little because he also dropped the Come Up on streaming platforms.
Right. Put out his first
So,
mixtape, right?
I say that was
one of the first ones.
mixtape. So I say that's bigger than that. That's why I say little. But anyway, he put out he announced the podcast. I forget what it's called. I think
It's something with him and the
FM.
Ibrahim dude.
You pay $10, you can get access to it all when it comes out or whatever.
Yeah.
So he drops that. I don't know if y'all listened to it, but it was pretty cool.
No.
Just a lot of just deep.
I did
cuts.
listen to
A lot of-
the Come Up, one of his first mixtapes that he put out. I was listening to that, but I didn't listen to
the podcast
story.
thing is pretty fire. He just deep conversations with J. Cole is cool.
Yeah.
However, he announces that, drops the first one last Friday or Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it was, I can't remember. Then Kendrick drops this album, surprisingly, and like after you said, honestly, I don't even want to talk about the album that much because I haven't listened. I've listened to it one time fully at work,
but not
and
enough to like grasp.
not enough to grasp it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to speak on anything like that yet. But just kind of like Clayton said, hater with the not even hater, just like kind of just taking a step back and looking at everything retrospectively. Yeah. It's like,
I mean, it's good to play devil's advocate.
I do
on
know
both sides.
he dissed Lil Wayne,
right?
and then Lil Wayne tweeted.
Kinda,
He was like,
yeah.
"Do you see Lil Wayne respond?"
Yeah,
to
it's
it?
kind of. Some people say
Yeah.
that it's really not a diss, that he just kind of mentioned them in
I mean,
the,
it's got to be
realm
something,
of.
bro.
Yeah.
You don't
But
beef
Lil
with
Wayne
Drake.
responded, and
You don't beef with Drake.
it's kind of like you don't want this.
You don't beef with Drake and then drop an album with a Lil Wayne bar. Kind of like not big
To
him
not
up.
get a buzz. Yeah,
You feel
so
me?
that's
Like-
what I mean. Like, why not just drop the album? Like,
Is it calculated?
why
like
not
you
drop
said,
some
maybe,
singles
but
here and here, let that get your buzz going, and then drop your album? Because if it's going to make its run in the summer, it's going to make its run. But is it that, like, I feel like sometimes we, from the South, we don't really bump or search for LA or West Coast artists that much. Like,
See,
to
I
keep it a buck,
disagree. I disagree because
like
Larry
Roddy Ricch
June-
is
Larry-
like the only one. Yeah, I give you Larry June. I will rock
Jay
with.
Worthy, like
That's true.
I'll be in there, Blast.
But that's a
We
different
we
lane, though. But if
Blast.
you think about it, they're in a different lane
For sure.
than Kendrick's lane. You know, what I'm
But
saying?
Kendrick before this year, Kendrick wasn't dropping.
like you got some of the greats saying that he's like the king of the West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he is one of them greats.
Bro,
like,
I
I'm
heard,
not gonna
um,
discredit him at all.
I seen somebody talking about this in LA saying that it feels like when Dr. Dre dropped the first Chronic, him and Snoop, like back in '92 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's how LA feels right now after him dropping that.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
get-
heard.
I
I
think
get
that it
that.
revived hip hop in a way, like the beef with Drake. It's like hip
No,
hop
that's true.
needed
That's what I
that.
heard.
well,
bro,
yeah,
like-
but why did hip hop need that? Because no one was. Kendrick wasn't dropping.
You needed
music.
heavyweights to do that because
J.
you
Cole
haven't had
wasn't
heavyweights
dropping
do that in
It's
so
such a
long.
Who was
stagnant,
dropping
like,
music?
People were
Who
saying
was
hip
the-
hop was dying.
Who was the only consistent rapper dropping
Drake
music
every
like
time.
that?
Yeah.
For a
People
decade-
are, but
for-
it's not like
for a
to.
decade, damn near straight.
Yeah. No, like you got
And I
the
used to
little
be a
babies
Drake
of the
hater.
world and the
Don't
Moneybag
get it
Yos that are
twisted.
popping in their
This
lane, but they're not about to pick a beef with Drake or Kendrick. They know they won't. They know that's not a good
Or
idea.
Cole, they wouldn't beef with
They
Cole
know
neither.
that's not a good idea.
So it's like, I get it, but at the same time, I mean, hate on Drake all you want. I think everything was formulated. I don't think Drake was a pedophile, but I think Kendrick said that shit for a reason because he knew he would
bro.
win. I think it was calculated.
It's such a hard bar and people really run with like speculation or allegation, but until you in a courtroom getting charged with some shit or some allegations are brought up from a court or you know what I'm saying, a
You feel
DEA
me?
somewhere, I can't take it too far but an allegation, and it was just a good heavyweight
a good
punchline.
bar.
It was a
Like,
great heavyweight punchline.
if we're beefing, let's beef. Let's
Yeah,
go
no.
for the kill.
But listen,
And I respect that from Kendrick.
so
You know what I'm saying?
how about this? I sometimes compare it to the Jay-Z Nas beef. If you look at it at the time, right? Let's say Nas is Kendrick in this situation to where he's one of them greats, right? He's one of them goats. Like we're gonna put him in them top 5, top 10 conversations.
Yep.
But we're not gonna sit here and argue that Jay-Z's music career legacy isn't head and shoulders above Nas's. We're not saying like they're talent wise musically, but we're talking album wise and all that.
It depends on which way you look at it.
So
Current
I
day,
think-
which was better, King's Disease or 444?
See, their later
think-
career stuff is
Yeah, I was about to say because
yeah.
I think I'm a biasly say 444, but that's
nah,
another
bro,
conversation
King's
for
Disease,
another
bro.
day.
Nas was rapping on Hit Boy beats,
But
man.
at
Like,
the
fucking
time
like
of
4
when they
albums
Jay
had
Z
straight
their
ain't rapping
beef,
on like, bro. Jay Z ain't, bro.
It was him and
I
like
feel
Swizz
you.
Beats probably.
I get what you're saying. I
at
get
the
what you're
time of
saying.
when they had their beef, Jay-Z had
Timberland.
a
100%.
bigger buzz, but Ether
Which was a better diss track?
Ether killed Ether
Blew it out the water. Yeah.
So that was like a Kendrick move, right? And then he has set up albums and things. So that's all
I think
I'm
there's
saying
one
is it's
difference.
like,
I think there's one difference.
I
Though.
see your comparison though.
yeah,
I
I,
see
think
it. I
in
see
this
it.
situation,
Yeah.
Drake is Jay-Z and Kendrick's not.
I think there's one difference though. Like Drake has a decade. Oh shit, a decade plus of being number one, being the only one consistent.
Correct.
Like Kendrick's beef with Drake was the highest numbers Kendrick did on a song.
Yeah,
So it's
you're not arguing against what
I'm
I'm
not-
saying. We're kind of saying the same.
Kind of falls in the
Yeah,
same thing.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not saying that like 1-2 rap skill wise, but when you beef with Drake, you go. It's a different level.
Yeah, bro, because if Nas doesn't do Ether, his career's looked at differently. Because Ether, it's like, all right, you knocked off one of the top guys in
It's like getting put in the same ring.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. And so that's essentially
Nas
what
ain't in that
Kendrick
ring
did with
till
their
that.
beef. But are we sitting here going to
Career wise,
say?
it's a different story.
But
though.
Drake, yes,
That's what I'm
he's
saying.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
absolutely. So for him, the beef did him more benefit for his album coming out and for the Super Bowl. He's got a good wave riding right now.
Now different times. So
and it
like
feels like
Jay-Z,
it's an alley-oop from Drake
now
in a way.
different times. So like Jay-Z and Nas was selling records, like physical copies of records.
Correct.
And this is a streaming era, so everything's on the phone and it's different. Like
Yeah.
when's the I personally want to start this as a mission. I want to start buying music. I want to quit streaming. You know what I'm saying? Like if
What, you
Larry
mean like a
June-
CD?
even on iTunes again.
I don't
bro.
even know if you can
like
find
because
that
here's the
shit.
thing. I thought about this. If you would have bought the J. Cole album when it came out, they can't take 7-minute drill from you. You bought it. It's there.
They really do be adjusting like
They
the
adjust
downloads. Yeah.
They adjust. If you buy it, you download it, you purchase it. That's that.
If I'm not mistaken, Nipsey Hussle tried to do that one time with like a concert ticket and something like
No,
if
he-
you
he-
bought
the
it, it was like $100.
no,
but
it was
it,
the
like-
marathon, the mixtape.
Yeah,
Or not the
yeah.
marathon.
It was like a album
no, what
purchase
was it?
almost, or like a count towards.
No, he dropped a mixtape. It was on DatPiff, but you could buy it
the physical copy.
for like $500.
But it
or
would
some
come
shit.
with like a concert ticket, like a T-shirt.
Oh,
like
okay.
Which
Yeah,
album?
It seemed
Mailbox
like
money.
ridiculous. It
Mailbox
seemed like
money.
ridiculous buying it for the
A lot of people are
physical
doing that
CD.
right
I
now.
wanna say
Yeah.
it was
But
mailbox
it,
money, dude.
it was like when you did it, it come with its money's worth of shit. You know what I'm
Right. Okay.
I think it was mailbox money. This
It's
mixtape.
basically tying in all that stuff into buying the album.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And
You
I think
basically,
Jay-Z bought like 300 of them.
yeah. People
at
were
the
really, yeah.
Uh.
So, what do you feel about in the same conversation? Future came out and was like he felt disrespected by the whole big three, and he was like, "Well, it was my song. Like, what about
Didn't
me?"
he say he didn't feel disrespected? He doesn't get why people got mad because he said Kendrick said the big three line on his song and he didn't include him in it. And Future feels like he's the big three in that big three.
Yeah. So he
But-
kind of felt like left.
So he was
out,
like, if
what-
I didn't have a problem and I still put the song out, then why does other people have a problem? Thought it was just competition, competitive, fun music.
Yeah, because
think that's what
Future's
Future was
essentially
saying.
is in a different
But at a
like
different
lane.
way.
Yeah.
He's a different lane, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
also a different story, man. Who really changed? Who really had? Now this is kind of like again retrospective, but like man, 2014, 2015, the Future mixtape run up until Dirty Sprite 2,
Yeah.
and then Future and Drake. I think
56
I
nights
think
and
that
March Madness and all
dude,
that dirty Sprite shit, bro.
Beast Mode, the
was a
mixtape,
different time. It was-
Prime.
you just
Monster,
had to-
the
you just had to
mixtape.
be there.
Yeah.
What-
56
like,
Nights, the mixtape.
Yeah.
The one he did with Esco. Trevor, what was the Esco Future mixtape? Planet ET or Pluto ET
Yeah,
or
yeah,
some
yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I don't remember. ET extraterrestrial. Yeah. That was it.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, Trev.
like that Future mixtape run was crazy. Bro.
Crazy.
And like that was kind of the last like great mixtape moment. I feel like.
Yeah,
Low key.
yeah, no shit. One could say.
Like, but and
One
because
could
right after
say.
that was like SoundCloud.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. As SoundCloud comes in, and you
Here
don't
comes
really
SoundCloud era.
people
like,
ain't using Dat Piff much
So
anymore.
Future has his own like. Future does deserve to be there, but I get why he's not respected. He's like the underdog in all the shit.
I put
He's like
him
the
in
one,
a trap rapper.
I
kind
get-
of,
put him-
with like
it's
a
all
Gucci
music.
and
Yeah,
Jeezy and
Young
Flocka.
Dolph and sort of
Dolph, yeah,
lane.
yeah.
I get it, but
Yep.
I get it, but who's as mainstream as Future?
Because to me,
Out of all
he's
those you just said, who's as
Oh,
mainstream
it's
as
Future. Yeah, it's got to be.
None of them.
oh, it depends. It depends. It
Bro,
depends. If we're
Future-
talking legacy wise,
Dog,
like
Future be having songs like on WWE pay-per-views, on fucking commercials.
like if I had my
on-
Mount Rushmore of like trap rappers, like I'm gonna go like
I think
Gucci
that's-
Mane, Young
Yeah, I was gonna say
Jeezy.
Future probably ain't at the top.
I just
but
think that's
he's up there.
disrespectful to put him in a category. Like, let's talk about
He can
rap.
be his
true.
own.
Like,
I'll say he's
music.
an honorable mention on my because trap rappers are big. Like I'm talking like the T.I.s.
Who you listen to more in the past 5 years, bro? Future or Nas?
Definitely Future,
Who do you think's a better rapper?
but he's put out more new music.
I
also.
understand, but who do you think's a better rapper?
Obviously,
Nas.
Obviously
Nas,
Nas,
yeah.
but not. Is it even that?
Again,
Is it
again.
even that obviously
No,
though?
but
Because
again, though, you gotta realize, bro, we're
no,
Southern Atlanta. Like we love
that's
trunk
what I'm
slamming,
saying.
808,
That's what
beat
I'm-
knocking,
that's what
hi
I'm
hats.
saying.
it goes from Outkast and then you
And
get
yeah,
into
yeah,
rap,
bro,
and then-
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
I'm biasly gonna always damn near rock with a Southern rapper because you gotta remember up like when the 2000 earliest 2003 era, that's when I felt like it integrated lyrical rap with like the street talk rap, like Young Jeezy and T.I. and Gucci Mane.
I get
They
it, I
had
get
the
it.
lyrical like talk also with the like street life talk that in the South
100%.
riding on 26s and box Chevys. We can relate to that more than like the Timberland up shit that Nas and then be talking about up
Yeah,
north.
but what about 50 Cent? 50 Cent didn't speak to you. 50 Cent didn't have that same vibe.
Yeah, for sure. But again, these are times and eras.
But that's
ain't-
0203.
Because if you ask me
0203.
the same question, who I'm listening to in the past 5 years, Future or 50 Cent,
No, I
I'm
was
gonna say
6.
Future.
I was 6. I was 7 years old when I heard "Get Rich or Die Trying." Changed my life forever. So that's like that was the first rap
And
album
it
I
has.
had.
So dig
Bro,
this,
I remember my mom breaking my 50 Cent CD.
because he even gave me
Literally,
game. Like
and having to get my
She
cousin,
said,
my big
"That's
cousin, to
it."
buy me another one.
he even gave us like the game because to
True.
me the game has a era in my music
some
history
rapping.
in my head. Hell, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was just, and he's a West Coast dude, and I do like love West Coast.
He's kind
artists
of
and-
fell out of that like collective almost. It's kind of weird to see that.
I mean,
But even today's music, like there's so it's a beautiful thing, kind of like we talked about last time, where there's so many different lanes and everybody
For sure.
can tap
that's why I
into
don't.
what
That's
they.
why I said
True.
I think it's disrespectful to put him in a trap rap, SoundCloud rap thing. Let's look at
So that's what I
let's
think.
look
I think
at
at
overall.
first,
Future's
you know
so
what I'm saying, he
mainstream.
started out
What's
that
the
with-
goal of it? If you start rapping and you love music, what's the goal?
Yeah, you should switch up. That's why I like.
To
You know,
take it
I'm
to-
such a big Wiz Khalifa fan that I hate when people be like, "Yeah, that's the old Wiz." Just expect it for what it is like right now. So like when Future first started, some of those albums I feel like were in the lane of more trap rap. Like remember the song "Itchin'"?
Oh yeah,
Like
for
that's
sure.
a trap song.
For sure. I mean,
So
Dirty
the
Sprite
stuff
won the
now-
mixtape. Forever Ballin' the mixtape. That
Right.
Was, that
So
was
the
trap
stuff
rap.
now that he does is like club bangers.
But even at the time, his voice, what he was doing, the auto
yeah,
tune,
yeah.
he was his own
100%,
thing.
100%,
He never
100%.
did change that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Now he can make. Bro, I remember.
Do
Being
you blame Future for some of the mumble rap?
What's mumble rap? Do you enjoy it or
Nope.
not?
Nope.
You don't like Future?
You like Lil Pump?
He
Nope.
had a
no,
run.
the fuck you don't.
He had a run. I can't
I'll
say.
walk outside
I can't
right
listen, bro. In 2017, when I was 21,
Gang. Don't play with me right
like
now.
getting fucked up, listening to crazy
It's
shit.
the biggest Lil Pump fan you ever
listen,
met.
we can say
No,
that
no, 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 no.
everything
Do I
has a
like
time
Lil
and a
Pump?
place.
No. But did you not listen? Did 6ix9ine not have some bops?
He had a run, but are we sitting here saying that
We
he's
don't fuck
lyrically
with him.
like that?
No, we don't fuck
absolutely
with him.
no.
But I can't tell you that me and Trevor wasn't fucking blowing tires off to damn Blicky Stiffy. You know what I'm saying? That
They
shit
think
was,
I'm stupid. I ain't stupid.
that was
Bro.
fire, and then he snitched, so you can't mess with it anymore.
Even if he still made music, bro, it
He
wasn't
does.
sustainable
That's the thing.
forever.
It wasn't. I get what you're saying.
Cause you know you like lyrical, you like
Exactly.
substance.
Do I
So
like?
that-
No, I don't like that shit. But did I listen to it at the time and find people?
Yo, there
I
was
do
a
enjoy?
kid-
Did you listen to XXX?
No, I did not.
He had some bangers, bro.
To his crowd, to his
You know, he had some bangers. You like the Suicide Boys or whatever? Same era.
Dig this. There was a kid.
Go work out the Suicide Boys.
That's
Tell
what
me
I
you
was
don't
about
like.
to say.
Tell
I
me you
just
don't
was
When
like.
I
about to
worked
say,
out, I listened to Suicide Boys.
I don't disrespect anybody that likes Yeet, but if you sit here and tell me that he's just like this, just
a
musical lyrical genius, you got me fucked up.
I'm not saying he's a lyrical genius.
But if I go to the gym
Right.
and play it, absolutely.
You
if
know,
I'm on a
one
long
thing-
car
play,
ride
play,
traveling
play.
somewhere,
Play,
and I'm
play,
wanting
play.
to stay up and I want to
Listen,
get
we
hyped
pretty
for a
wild on this
minute.
podcast. We pretty wild on this podcast. We say some crazy shit. We don't really know what we're talking about most of the time, but we do have a few rules. And amongst the rules, I can't rank them, but one of those few rules is
No Yeet slander, right?
no Yeet slander, bro. We
It's
rock
tolerated.
with Yeet.
No Yeet slander is
Yeet
tolerated.
goes crazy.
In what way?
In what way doesn't he?
Trey about to run in here, bro.
In what way doesn't he? In what way doesn't he?
Like if you're talking about like
Like
his,
you just said, you don't listen to that and feel something?
yes, no, brother. Listen, I'm not gonna discredit the
That's all I'm
man's
saying.
musical talent.
That's all I'm saying.
What I'm sitting here telling you is, when Clayton gets up in the morning, come on in here, Trevor.
All I gotta say is,
Trev.
Bring your ass on in here.
I'm not your buddy. You not no buddy. All right, and
Is that a
I
bar?
feel like I'm
Is that a
talking
Yeet
to
bar or
deaf
something?
people the way I'm telling you. All right? Look,
Run it back one more time. Say it again.
I feel like Yeet, his music isn't special cause of the bars, but he be dropping some shit. You just gotta understand it, and he's just creatively a genius, bro. Like he's kind of got like the same thing as the Travis Scott effect.
Got it, man.
Like
I ain't
it's an
this good.
atmosphere. Like the music is just cool.
Run that bar back. I'm not your buddy, or I'm not.
Yeah,
He
hit
says,
me with that one more time. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So he said something about I'm not your buddy. You not nobody.
Okay.
Like you ain't nobody. You know?
Exactly.
Like-
See, Clayton, that went over Clayton. That went over your head. You didn't get that.
Trey about to give me COVID off this mic.
A dog.
All I'm saying is, no Yeet slander allowed. But
See, I'm not a huge Yeet fan, but I don't know. I feel like Trev
I
made
just
me
think
enjoy it a little bit
there's
more.
pockets, like you said. There's pockets, and you got in the
Let's
grand scheme of
kick a
things-
daily vibe right here. I wake up in the morning, right? I go to work at 9. I'm gonna have my coffee, a little bacon and eggs. You know what I'm saying? A little bagel. I want to listen to some Larry June. I want to listen to some Currency. I want to ease into my day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, listen.
Your day shouldn't start
Let me hold on. Wait a second.
Damn,
Slamming
dude,
like that.
Damn,
Let me
brother.
Let me throw one thing at you.
It could sometimes.
We gotta take a break real quick. We got like 45 seconds. On the opposite side, I wake up my day. I get in the work truck. I gotta drive 45 minutes to work.
Yeah, on the
I'm
way
off-
to work.
Hold on. I'm off a damn energy drink, a C4.
Shit, man.
Half of it gone in one sip.
Crashed-
You know what? Do you know what I'm trying to do?
Crashed and burned by 12 is what you're trying to do.
No, because I got that second one ready to go. We re-upping. You know what I'm saying? Boo, boo, boo.
Man.
Damn, Dayton's 5-0. They might fuck around and beat Carolina for no reason.
Who?
Dayton,
Oh, basketball.
Get well soon, Trev.
we play them, I think, Monday.
R.I.P. Trev.
Type shit.
R.I.P. Trev. That's crazy, man.
Nah, so we did kind of veer off from Kendrick a little bit. My bad. You want to say anything else?
That's all
You
good.
gotta take the reins because you said you've been listening to it. I only listened to
Yeah.
it once and only paid half attention. So like I said, I don't even want to talk nothing crazy on it yet.
I mean, I don't have like the stuff pulled up or anything, but the Spanish singing, like the lady that he got to do that, like on like the beginning at the end and like somewhere in a couple songs or
I
whatever.
did notice a lot of like Spanish guitars and stuff throughout the album.
He found this lady at Game 2 of the Yankees-Dodgers. He went to wherever they were in LA at.
Mm-hmm.
She sang for one of the players. It was for something for...
Because she said something like she
I can't
don't know how to
remember
do
his name.
rap. She does mariachi.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And he found her from that. She was singing at the
That's a
Dodgers
very
game, I think.
LA West Coast thing of him to do too.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
just,
that's
I mean,
dope.
he was at that game and
Yeah,
seen her, or heard her sing, and he, like, a week or two later or something like that, he got her on the album to sing those parts, which
Yeah, that's
was
fire.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
that's fire. Yeah,
It's very LA, like,
yeah.
when it came out, you know, like artists do now, like to get people to dive into it and look, they don't list the features. So there was no listed features on it. And every time I heard somebody, I was like, I think I know who this is, but I'm not sure. But it was all like LA people that I ain't never heard of.
Right. So
he's
what do
putting a
you
lot of people on.
See, I didn't even get that deep into it. So
what do you think overall, like his Super Bowl performance will consist
okay.
of?
Actually, before we get into this, here's my hot take. I don't think this is the Kendrick album.
What do you mean?
He's performing at the Super Bowl in February. He drops this in November.
Mm-hmm. So you like? Are you thinking there's some deluxe type shit to come?
Maybe
You think there's
deluxe.
a whole separate thing?
I think there may be
Like a whole nother? Because how many songs? I'm sorry, how many
'cause
songs was
from
on this
the
album?
listen. It was kind of
12
like
maybe?
I don't want to say.
So you think there's
Or maybe
another
not even
12
that.
to come?
I think there might be another 12 to come.
Got
that's
you.
like on
Yeah,
some
yeah,
more
yeah.
lyrical type stuff.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah,
this
12
one-
songs.
You think this is more? I'm gonna address things,
I
and then
think
the
this
next
one
one's gonna
sounds
be
like he knows he got a whole new fan base from this Drake beef. And
definitely.
He like, you know, capitalizing on it.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's what that is.
So what do you? So overall, both of y'all,
Hey Trevor, turn that TV down, bro. My bad.
what do you think the overall performance will consist of? Like song choice wise, you think he'll perform
So I thought
Not
about-
Like Us?
I
I
thought
think-
about that. I'm sure he will, because that's
He has
huge,
to.
dude. Like,
He has to.
everybody
It's
in
gotta
that
be his
stadium is
biggest
going to
song.
know that song.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, does he bring out Rihanna and do the Rihanna song?
I'm
it would
sure.
be a good idea.
Does he bring fucking?
Does he do just bangers like that with? Because he
I'm
has
sure he's going to do older stuff like
What if he?
Don't Kill My Vibe stuff like
What if
that.
he
Surely.
brings out Rihanna, then brings out ASAP Rocky to do fucking Problems?
If I just know
Hold on,
that if
let
it's
me play this
Okay,
out. Let me play
okay.
this out. He brings out ASAP Rocky to do fucking Problems.
You think Drake's coming out?
Last verse hit.
Fuck.
He brings out Drizzy.
absolutely not.
Is that where they make up?
The
All I
Summer
know-
Jam moment, just
I
like
don't
Jay-Z
care
and
what
Nas,
he
bro.
does, but if
like
it's
Jay-Z
just
and Nas.
pitch black and then all of a sudden it's like if Power was in Crips, I'll get I'll
that
get
would be
hype
crazy.
and I
He
won't.
got to do that one. He got to do.
If he
Money
just
Trees, right?
starts with that, if he just starts with that, bro,
yeah.
Are you calling? Is that you gonna
Man
call that?
down.
That's gonna be the first one.
I'm calling it
That's
right
a
here.
banger. That's
I'm calling
a
it
banger.
right here on No Look.
I think if he brings out Rihanna and then ASAP Rocky pops up and then y'all see Drake, just know I called it right here. What's the date?
Bro.
November 24th.
I'm thinking he's going straight through his like discography in order. Probably like I'm gonna call that. I don't know. He's gonna start out with the first stuff and then come to the newer stuff or something.
You know what the most listened song of Kendrick of mine is probably? ADHD. Because like it's always like the first song at the top of like my whole song list because it's like A dot
That's
H
true.
dot.
It's alphabetical order.
So when I get
Yeah.
into like my work truck or anything and like I haven't been listening to music or it resets and the first song starts playing, it's
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
It's not his best
You
song,
know.
but my favorite Kendrick song, I'm pretty sure, is called Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
Because it's just that
It's off
vibe.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
Mhm.
That whole like that's probably my favorite album of his.
I do like
The
that
damn
album
album.
too. I don't know. I feel like y'all have said that y'all don't like that one.
No,
as
I
much,
like it.
but
It's just, you know, how many times am I going to go back and listen to it? I don't know. You know.
maybe I feel like maybe
And
that one
that's
just
how
hit
I-
me at the
That's
right
how
time.
I judge my art. I don't
But,
think
see,
I
that's
don't
the thing
think,
about-
again, I don't think my opinion is so like critically acclaimed, you know. It's just I like what I like. Do
Yeah.
I personally like Kendrick more than other things?
You don't search for him, but if he comes on, you'll listen to it.
No, it's like I understand his impact and I respect it. So like not if it comes out, when it comes out, I go listen to it.
Yeah.
I felt that's the
'Cause I-
time to listen to a Kendrick album. Like really.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And I
because see,
think
that's the thing about him
'cause
is
it's
when he
current.
does
The timing
drop,
is-
it's impactful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like his fan base, I feel like, wants him to saturate it more, and he's not willing to give in to that.
But at the
Because
same
his
time-
drops are so stretched. Whereas like Drizzy,
Right.
like I was saying,
But who brought him out? Who made Kendrick drop all this music?
see, listen, that's a
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's
the
what.
demon from the six is all I'm saying.
From the
That's
six.
all I'm saying. Hey.
No, it's an alley-oop, bro, and it's like you can't box with someone and get a. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me ask y'all this. How does Drake come back and go back?
I don't think he can. I don't think he can.
You think it's over? You think it's really over?
I think the
I
beef
think
part
Drake
of it,
is dropping in the next month.
I
after
don't think so, but I will
think
say
Drake
this.
might drop before the Super Bowl.
He posted a picture of him with a haircut, and you might get haircut drop jersey. I don't know.
All I'm saying, hey,
That's true though.
it's hard as a betting man. And you look at the run and you look at the numbers in the games, like it's just hard for me. It's hard for me to bet against Drake.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Especially if
we ain't
he's
seen him.
I'm not saying we're seeing the
Especially-
last of them or the end of them, because even he said at a point in time after some albums that he was going to be taking a break for like health or some bullshit. But like,
you say some bullshit like that ain't important, man.
well, it's just I'm saying like,
Come on,
you
man.
can't be surprised that the man's taking a break. Well, he done told you literally like via social media, I'm taking a break after these albums.
Before
Like he-
all that went down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, he had some, and these are whatever, but, like, he had some stomach surgery or something. People always say, like, he had the BBL shit, like, with the abs and shit.
Who you listen to more?
You got them abs installed,
who
dude.
you listen to more in the past decade, Kendrick or Drake?
Probably Drake. I'm not on the, no.
It's
listen.
a fact.
All
It's a
I'm saying
fact.
is, it's like now you're gonna bet. It's like, okay, if Drake comes back out,
It's not, if he comes back out,
What's
it's
the
not to
number-
diss,
are the
it's not
numbers
going to be to
like
diss Kendrick.
Everybody's listening to Drake more than Kendrick, besides a Kendrick stan. Like
How do you find?
everybody's listening to Drake more than that.
How do you find record numbers now? Like, how do you look that up?
Is it Billboard?
Like, how do you say?
I'm pretty
how
sure,
do I
yeah.
try
Like
to find
streams?
like?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Surely they
Kendrick
got like a units in the first week. Well, I mean, it's only been 2-3 days.
album
But the
project.
thing of
But
it
first
is, bro,
days
is
numbers or
like,
something maybe.
who has more impactful body of work? You would say Drake.
I mean,
This last Kendrick, if you're
numbers
putting
up.
this last Kendrick drop in a, catching lightning in a bottle.
So Damn did 603,000 first week, and that was kind of like his biggest, like I would say, promoted album, and you knew it was coming, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Am I correct, or did he surprise drop that?
I don't think so. I think at the time it was kind of anticipated.
But
he does weird shit, though. That's just his thing, though.
Humble. That
He
was on
does
that album. That was out
unorthodox
before.
kind
That
of
was a
drops.
single. He had singles out before that.
Yeah.
So like,
He always has an unorthodox method of dropping.
so this is an unannounced drop. He did 603,000 with Damn, and then 295 with Miss Morale, which I don't remember how that came out.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
see him doing 600,000 on this. Y'all think he beats Damn?
Damn did 600,000.
First week, yeah.
I don't know.
In the streaming era, I mean, it's
And shit wasn't really popping streaming wise when Damn came out. like
yeah, it
is
was.
right
I
now.
mean,
I mean, it is like I remember downloading on my iPhone, but I'm saying like
Apple Music was
there's
out.
way more motherfuckers with iPhones today than
Spotify
then.
was out. You could. It was the same. It was the
But-
same thing.
It just depends if Damn had like a roll up with
Do you
or a
think
rollout
this
with
is-
something leading up to it.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
the beef was the thing.
Dog,
rolling
this
out
is
leading up to
goddamn.
it.
Listen, Drake is Kobe Bryant, alley-oop off the backboard, and Kendrick is Shaquille dunking that motherfucker.
Y'all think they're not on the same team? They
I'm
don't.
not
like
saying
each
they're on
other.
the same team. I'm saying Drake gave him the alley-oop to dunk this motherfucker home. He's had a buzz from the summertime till we still talking about it now. And he
Exactly,
dropped it out.
but I don't think Drake wanted to lose.
I don't think he did either, but he did.
Man, y'all just wait till he dropped Damn 425 in North Dakota.
I've
or
been
something,
hearing that
bro.
he's got a
Like,
whole
he going
album ready.
crazy. Who, Drake?
Yeah.
But
It's
you
already-
think he's responding to Kendrick? Like
It
at what
don't
point?
matter, bro. At this point, does he have to if he comes out
I
with
think
better
it's-
music?
it's
Does he
gonna
have
be
to if
relevant.
he comes out with better music?
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
bro,
extra
because
relevant right now.
it'd be like certain UFC fighters when they fight 2-3 times and then the bout's like 3-1. It's like, bro, give it the fuck up. We tired of watching you get your ass whooped.
100. I think it's different.
If Drake was to come back with some haymaker from wherever, like, got it. But
I don't
like,
think he has to. I think he's got to come back with
just
Drake
a good
shit.
album. But here's the
I
thing
think he has
about
to
it.
come back with
I will say this in this time and era
What if
that
he
we-
drops a song with
The
a
2
crazy?
a.m. and
What if he drops a album that's crazy and he has like an unreleased SZA
Dog,
verse? Hold on,
I'm a-
wait a second. He has an unreleased SZA verse that's already been cleared from way back in the day.
Okay.
He pulls up with that. You know what I'm saying?
fam.
And then this is Kendrick on that song with the scissor verse on it.
Yeah, people are gonna call them bitch makers. It's with a girl on it. And this, I'm gonna tell you right now,
That's bullshit,
hell,
though.
it's not.
What if it's
because
Schoolboy Q?
I know straight up hardcore
Just
Drake
because I show
fans.
him- what did Drake say on damn Lord knows? He say, just because I show emotion doesn't mean that I'm a pussy or whatever. Hard song.
All
He
I'm
knows what
saying
he's
is
doing.
there's
He
hardcore
knows what
Drake
he's doing.
fans since this Kendrick beef.
Listen,
That's like I can't listen to him the same. Like when Drake comes on, that's what's so fucking crazy. I'll say this: as far as their beef goes, Kendrick has probably had more of an impactful to someone's career and or legacy. So where people literally are like, man, no matter what Drake drops, I listen to him differently now. It's almost like when you see Superman get hit with the kryptonite, you're like, I know he got a weakness now.
Pause, but I think it's more.
What was my whole time saying?
Hold on. I think he's got a weakness. Is crazy. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Damn.
This is what you said. We could run it back. Anyway,
Yeah, clip that.
Anyway, listen, man. I'm an avid Drake hater. You go back to my tweets, which I'm in the process of deleting all my tweets right now, actually, before we get famous.
Clearing them out.
Yeah, I used to say some wild shit, man. I used to
not love Drake like that in
Yeah,
high school,
yeah, I used to-
probably. Then
when he got soft, I
post-high
didn't.
school.
Listen, here's my thing. You know when I hated Drake? When I was broke, wasn't getting no bitches, wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't in the gym working
But
out.
you were still listening to his shit though.
But here's
But I
the
was, but I
crazy
was like,
thing
man, this is
about
whack.
Drake,
This is
though.
whack. And then you know what I did? I got some money. I got some bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I lost
but
100
listen,
pounds.
even if you
And I
want to
was
get
like, you know what? This
depressed,
motherfucker
I'm
was
trying to
kind of
win.
right. This motherfucker was kind of right. This fly shit's kind of right.
even if you want to get depressed, he's got Marvin's Room for you. Like
100%.
he's got all kinds of fucking.
Take Care. I'll say Take Care is a better album than anything.
You was just singing some Take Care
I
lyrics the
was
other
the
day.
other
I
day,
don't remember
bro.
what it was.
Like there's a lot
can
of
see
Drake
in
shit
my
to where you'll
eyes,
catch it.
or
Like
your eyes, yeah,
you'll
yeah.
catch yourself really rocking with in all kinds of
Shot
moments.
for me, bro. Take a shot for me. Come on, man. Ooh.
The most heartbrokenest motherfuckers have called a girl drunk off of Take a Shot from me.
Listen, however, 100%. But you know what? This goes back to my other point. You know who saves you from that? Future. That Beast Mode mixtape.
Type
You know
shit.
what I'm saying? Or not Beast
Okay.
Mode, Monster mixtape. Codeine Crazy.
Only bad
You go
thing
listen to
about that
Codeine
is
Cra-
Future might have you on something
Throwaway?
toxic.
he said,
Throw
all right.
away,
He
bro.
said, all right, we good. We good.
Throwaway by
Future might have you on some toxic shit.
Come on, man. He teach you how to be a dog. At that point in time, come on. That's the run. You can't disrespect that either. But back to Kendrick and Drake. I think Drake's coming back. He gonna drop some shit. If he drops the Fire album,
I think he will.
He will. He's
Now
not.
that
His
you say
run's
before
not
the Super
done.
Bowl. I'm sure.
and I think he's a marketing
then.
genius. So I think he might have a way to promote and
Well, you
hype
saying
it
that
up.
and you saying that. What if he dropped something during the Super Bowl, the day before, the day of? That's some real petty shit to drop
Depending
a
on
fucking
the
hard
Super- you know
album
what
on
I'm
the
gonna
day
hate?
Take attention away
of.
from
You
that.
know what I'm gonna hate? You know what I'm gonna hate? Honestly, you know what I'm gonna hate? Is the Lions being in the Super Bowl and then having to watch fucking Kendrick Lamar. And then
That's crazy.
having
It's
to
going to be
stress
the
that-
Ravens and the Colts, dude.
I don't know
Colts are
which.
getting- no,
I don't
no.
know which
But-
part of that like you was being serious about.
it's what do you mean? The Lions are making the Super Bowl. And if the Lions are in the Super Bowl and then Kendrick has to perform and I'm just
You
like,
heard it here
man,
first.
I don't know, man. Say the Lions are I don't know how I'm gonna feel. So I don't really care
They got
about
it like that this year.
I don't care about the Super Bowl performances. I don't care who it is because I'm going to be so stressed out. Brother, I'm telling you, if the Lions make a Super Bowl, I'll break it down right now. Shit, if the Lions make a Super Bowl, bro, one, I'm going to be emotional as fuck. But if the Lions somehow, not even somehow because I believe, I'm just bought in. If the Lions win the Super Bowl, I will probably cry like a bitch, dude. I'll cry like a bitch.
Okay.
Just because, like, damn, I'm getting emotional now thinking about it, bro.
Because
Like,
you've been there
bro,
for the last how
I've
many
never
years?
got to. Who's your favorite team?
I'm a Panther-
You're a
yeah,
Panther
I'm a
fan.
Panther
You
fan.
got there. You felt the heartbreak of losing.
In my lifetime,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That
Yeah.
is happening right now, dude.
Like you felt the heartbreak of losing. I've never got to lose a Super Bowl.
Right.
I would NFC Championship.
That's
was
why
big
in
for
my
me last
lifetime
year.
I am such a diehard like loyal Panthers fans because we've been there twice and lost
So,
it. So
I've
it gives
been
me
right
something
there, man,
to
watching Jake
hang on
Delhomme.
to. You know
Listen,
what I'm
I
saying?
watched Jeff Kittner, John
Chris
Kittner,
Winky.
whatever his name was. Dan
Yeah,
Orlovsky
bro.
come in and play like dog shit. I watched
Yeah, I
Matt
went
Stafford
through a
play like
16 season one time.
bro. I watched the Lions
right.
lose every game that year.
Yeah.
I was in like what? I forget
Did,
what year it was. I was in like middle school.
Dan
That's how
Campbell
I
played
feel.
on that season.
I
Were
think
they-
he was on that team.
Really?
Yeah,
Look at him now.
I'm saying,
Yo, I'm
it's
telling you,
beautiful.
crazy.
Yeah.
I've never loved football more than this year.
See, and we talked about hopeful things earlier. Dan Morgan, the GM of the Panthers, played on that 2003 Super Bowl team. So
Okay.
it's like
So he was there, in it.
I'm hoping he's
Yeah.
wanting to bring that kind of
All I'm
culture
saying
back.
is-
I remember
if the
feeling
Lions-
so let down
I'm
when
gonna
they
feel-
lost that.
How I feel about Kendrick at the Super Bowl is dependent on how the Lions play. If they're in the Super Bowl,
If they up,
and that,
all right,
then we
Kendrick,
love
cool.
it. They not like us.
That's
They
like,
not
all right,
like
get
us.
this shit over with.
We getting beat by 21 by the Chiefs.
They not like us is
I'm
gonna
gonna be
be
like
hurting you.
I'm gonna be like, man, get this
What's more
motherfucker
likely,
out
him
of
to
here.
bring out Drake or Lil Wayne?
Kendrick?
Yeah.
He ain't
Lil
bringing
Wayne.
that. More likely
More likely to happen.
Drake. If you
I
gonna
say-
bring out Lil Wayne, you gotta bring out
I
Drake.
say Lil Wayne with all the speculation with like
Lil
him
Wayne
not
ain't
getting that.
No, bro.
And
And
I
him
New
get
Orleans.
and him getting
Dog.
mentioned
Drake's
in
from
the song.
Toronto,
All right,
bro.
all right. Pause. Not pause. No needed to pause right there. My
Pause
bad.
that?
That was more of a timeout pause. New rule of the podcast. Again, don't know where it ranks amongst the top 25 probably.
No yeet slander.
No Lil Wayne slander, bro.
At all.
Like I
That's
think
true.
Lil Wayne is too real to do that to Drake. If Drake can't come, I don't think
Okay.
he's doing that. I don't think he's doing that.
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
feel
No,
you.
no way. No way.
That's your money.
No, if Drake shows up, then that's a different story. But I don't even think Drake. I don't think Drake would
that's
do
his.
that. I don't
that's
think
his beef.
I don't
Yeah.
think Drake would do
That
that,
ain't
to
Wayne's
Wayne.
beef.
And I don't think that they're gonna squash the beef. I really don't think so. That was
No.
that was just a hypothetical situation. Me saying that.
But we have
But,
seen
like,
that
Rocky
throughout the
and
years. With everybody beefing. They end up squashing it.
I think
They won't squash it, and they could eventually. I mean, who knows? I
Maybe.
don't foresee it. It would be
There's album
Down
sales
the
in
He
road.
called him a pedo, man.
It would be down the road.
True.
Called him a pedo.
The album cover
They
or the,
What if-
the single cover.
What if-
children got mentioned.
What
I
if-
mean,
Yeah.
What if Drake beats him up?
I don't think that Drake would win in a fight against Kendrick. I'm gonna just keep it 100.
I don't
I'm
think it
saying,
would,
what if? I'm saying,
I don't think it would come to a fight like that.
What if it's Jake Paul?
I'm
What
right
if
here
it's-
gonna tell you today. I'm about not fighting nobody from
Hold on,
California.
Let me. Let me
from
listen,
Compton at
Let
that.
me lay this
Yeah,
one
yeah,
thing out.
True.
What if it's
I
Jake
get they're
Paul?
only human, but
Hold
still.
on. I'm gonna give y'all a scenario. What if it's Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor, and the fight before is Drake versus Kendrick in a boxing match?
Kendrick in 3.
You're fucking crazy, dude.
On what? Like what
Uh,
are you
I would say
going off
Kendrick.
of?
Kendrick seemed
Have
like
you
more of a
watched Drake
scrapper.
like boxing some sparring match
Have
that
you
I
wa-
don't
have
know
you
about?
watched Kendrick?
Fuck no, but he's from Compton, California.
And he wears a size 9.
Don't give a damn.
Drake's gonna be hitting him with the.
I don't know. I don't know.
He
I'm
gonna
just
get up
saying.
under his shit like Mike Tyson and uppercut his shit. He gonna uppercut his
Million
BBL stomach
streams.
and fuck his shit
A
up.
million. Easy. A million streams.
Duh.
How much did Tyson and Jake Paul do? 600 million? Or-
Yeah, but that shit was trash, garbage.
She was bad.
Either way.
Hey
double-
man, and I
billion-
swear to God,
billion
dog,
views. Jake Paul, Conor McGregor, Drake versus
I
Kendrick.
don't want to see no more of that shit, bro. And
I wanna
it's
see it.
it's Floyd and McGregor's
You know
fault
what I want to
anyway.
see? I want to see like a
Because when I
damn-
watched that shit happen, Floyd and McGregor, I felt like it was something historical I was watching. I remember a couple times watching it being like, there is really a motherfucking UFC fighter in the ring with like the cross of it was crazy. But now all the celebrity fights and this dude fight, it's getting out of hand. It's because it's not entertaining anymore.
until they bring it out. That's all I'm saying.
Who's gonna be?
I just laid it out.
Who? Okay, them two. But other than them two, who
Bring
else?
I
it
just
out.
laid it out. I just gave you the
We
format.
talking about Kendrick and Drake still.
You gonna Netflix?
All right,
is
I
gonna
need
steal that.
prelims.
I gave you one.
That's one. I need
No,
a
that's main.
They
That's
better not
main
be on Netflix.
card.
That's main
I need
card.
prelims.
Give me.
And really, that's it. No, you gave me a co-main event. Yeah, in the main event. So boom, I need the prelims.
All right. First fight: Give me them dudes on the Twitch who be catching the dudes trying to talk to like 8-year-old boys. Set one of
Talking
them
about
up.
Chris Hansen, dude.
No, like the streamers. That's just the first free fight. You know what I'm saying? Give me one of them dudes.
I want to see Casa not fight Speed.
Load that up. That's got to be a main card too. That's your 3. That's your 3 right there.
I think a Predator got to fight Brock Lesnar.
Whoa.
Nah, he signed a WWE. You can't get that cleared. I don't think that's happening. Give me.
I need a good bum fight. Can we find some good
Nah, we
gas
gotta-
station
come on.
bums?
No, we gotta get
For
get
the
a chick fight.
first
We gotta
prelim, like
get a
the
chick fight.
very beginning.
Got him outside
Honestly-
the arena.
Honestly, run that chick fight that happened before Tyson and Jake Paul again. Just do that one again. That one was crazy.
Like, do you like anybody from get this? Is there anybody else around that we can get to like fight?
Stick man, dude.
Edit that.
Stick man got a stick.
Thanks, Trevor. For bringing that bullshit in here.
I'm gonna need one of them Clorox wipes to hit this mic real quick. Actually,
Anyway, pause. Hey, yo, come on, man. Come on, just go sit down.
I didn't
Hey.
have to show up here today.
Hey, just go sit down. Man. You're on a bad streak right now.
I didn't have to show up here today. I pulled up for the home.
Anyway,
Go on, man.
and we appreciate you for that.
I came for the homie.
Come on, man. Pause. Hey. Anyway,
just be looking for stuff to pause, man.
I know we spoke earlier, or someone mentioned Shaboozey. I think it was Clayton. You guys see where he got snubbed at the CMA Awards?
Yeah, but why do you have to get this though?
I think that's crazy.
Is that necessary?
I think that's crazy.
I seen by the old dude.
Yeah.
I seen something about where they said like Shaboozey was like a Texas slang for something else. I can't remember what it was, but I don't know. Like they were saying like he wasn't saying it in a bad way, but it is. It kind of sounds bad. Him even bringing it up.
Yeah.
I
Or
guess
saying that word if it meant something else anyway.
The crazy shit about it was when the older guy made the comment, like if you watch it, the guys behind him were almost like, I knew he was gonna say it, but I wish you didn't.
yeah.
Like you could have just left us out of
I
it
think my
What
only
was that award
and
for?
said it on your own platform.
song of the year or something
Best
like
new
that.
artist?
Yeah,
Or song of the year?
something like that.
I can't remember, but I know like the numbers.
It was
like
a
that,
very high award.
Yeah.
I know that the numbers, like Shaboozey had the highest numbers, like
Yeah.
charting wise and everything. Like
Surely, bro. That's on
numerically, it should have.
and probably other different genre radio stations.
Yeah, no,
getting
he's
played
definitely had a huge
constantly.
My only
impact.
critique though is, and again, take this with a grain of salt. My opinion means nothing. This is a white boy in the South, but there's also a white boy in the South who loves hip hop music and the culture, and has seen this type of thing happen multiple times. Like,
Talking about Nelly.
no, I'm specifically what I was about to talk about was, they gave Macklemore the Grammy over Kendrick. It's like, I'm not saying like it's fucked up, but it's like,
There is politics in it.
there's politics in it,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't, unfortunately, it shouldn't be a surprise.
Yeah, I know.
I
I just wish
because
it
at the
wouldn't
end of
be-
the day, what really matters is those numbers do matter.
Yeah.
And I don't know his business and the label business and everything behind that, but from the outside looking in, he kind of grew that shit pretty organic, and
Yeah, and I just feel like the dude.
I think he gets a lot more of his than maybe that guy gets of his who won.
Even if the dude won it, however.
Even the hip hop awards don't do right
Yeah.
It's
all
crazy.
the time.
That's true.
So
in those behind the scenes, who's making those choices?
it's like I think
aspect.
awards mean absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
As far
Because
as
they
that
go
thing.
more
I think
off, like you say, numbers, and they're not in the streets realizing what the impact is.
exactly.
And so as fans, sometimes we disagree majorly because we're like, that ain't what we was riding around bumping to or bumping in the club or
I can
this
tell you
or
right
that.
now, me and Trevor went to Asheville. I heard that bar song, the Shaboozey song, probably more than any other song down there, bro.
Yeah.
100%. And that's in
Even
Nashville.
the song that he's done with Moneybagg Yo recently is going crazy everywhere.
So it's
on the
like,
radio.
unfortunately, it's kind of one of them things where it's like the world just hasn't caught up and it's still behind and it's still fucked up.
Do you
And there's
think it's
probably
in the same? It's in line with like Beyonce not getting any mention in it or getting kind of.
I think my only
He said no.
I think
The numbers would say.
and what are you talking about?
But
In the CMAs?
she
In the
dropped a
country
whole
music
album.
awards?
Yeah,
Was it a
she
country
made
album?
yeah, she made a country album.
I think Shaboozey's been making that kind of music.
Yeah.
Uh,
So those aren't.
I don't
in
know.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I didn't listen to Beyonce's album.
Yeah, and I don't follow
Yeah,
that close
so it's
enough to
like-
know, but I just know of it happening, and then
Right,
I
I
do
did
know
hear of
of
it
it, of
happening,
the
I
streaming
believe.
numbers that it done and everything, this and that. I do also see the side of it where people say, "Well, she's just so famous that she feels like I guess she can just jump into whatever genre and drop an album."
But
But
Post-
That's
my
what
thing
Post
is,
Malone,
if,
yeah.
I started to
But
say, did
my
Post
thing
Malone
is-
do the same thing?
Exactly
Type
the same
shit.
thing.
But I don't think
because he
I-
came because
think the
Post
difference
Malone
is, I think
doesn't
that-
I
start
think
out
he
how
did it more
is
generic, or not generically, but like
backwards. Like he
respectively.
does White Iverson to get in a lane.
I think. Hold on, Trevor done back in. Hold on, wait 1 second before you get passionate, man. Just have a
Come on,
seat in the
Trevor.
SummerSlam chair for a second.
I got some shit to say about this one.
I think.
But if you
I
jump
think
in
the
a
difference
genre,
bet- I
if
think
I
the
jump in a
difference
genre
between
and I
Post
do it
Malone
and I
and
do it
Beyonce-
good and it sells and the numbers are top in that genre,
Who bought it though?
it doesn't matter. It matters as
It doesn't. It doesn't because,
No,
like you
not
said,
to the
it's
stream-
politics.
not to the streaming because the streaming doesn't have any. It's just the numbers that are flowing
I
in.
agree, but at the same time, bro, do you think all that shit's like? There's so many label games that can be played with
There
the
were-
fake
there were
streams and
people
shit. So
at
you got to
the
take the streams with a grain of salt. It's like who bought the Beyonce album? Do you think country fans bought the Beyonce album or Beyonce
I'm sure they
fans?
did.
I'm sure there's hardcore
I'm
Beyonce
sure there's
fans.
There were people.
Not
there's
sw- not like Swiftie
people
level,
at
but
the
like
CMAs
up there.
that were country bands that were advocating that she should have been
But
there.
it's a different
That
thing.
were singing her song in their interview. That's a fact that happened. So all I'm saying is if I'm talented in what I'm doing, right, and let's say because it's almost like the Drake thing. If Drake drops a techno album and it does hella numbers, people would give him respect in that respective lane just because you jump in a lane. If you're talented and you do numbers in that respective genre, it's like I'm talented to jump in and
So, let me ask
wherever
you
and
this,
have
let me
an
ask you
impact.
So do Post
In
Malone and
genre,
Beyonce get that?
Hold on, let me ask y'all this. What do you define genre as, bro?
You have country music, you have hip hop,
Okay.
you have
When
R&B,
Beyonce
you have-
drops an album, what genre is it?
it's
no.
If
It's-
she
it's-
makes
no,
an
no, no,
album
Pop or
and
R&B,
her
right?
what
This is
she
where I
does,
disagree.
it's R&B.
Let me make this point. This is where I disagree, bro. What is pop music?
That's like a kind of like a Drake
Radio hits.
No, it's
radio
not. It's
artists.
numbers, bro. When you get to a certain point, everything you drop is pop music, bro.
Yeah.
Beyonce is a pop artist.
Technically a pop song, dude.
Taylor Swift is a pop artist. So this is how I'm in. You know, if y'all hang out with girls, you know, girls listen to the shit. That's not our music. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
But when you ride with a girl, you listen to, you hear all this shit, bro. You listen to Taylor Swift. You listen to Beyonce. You listen to Charlie XCX. You listen to Chappell Roan, who's personally my favorite. That bitch goes crazy, bro. What's that one song?
I've got some good points to make about
It's all pop.
Because
It's
I
popular,
saw this.
bro.
I saw this.
What you know, you're gonna have to figure something out because the audio. You know how this shit works, Trey.
Look. Okay. For one thing, B-May's right. Shit is still fucked up. Shaboozey should have gotten a CMA award because that is a country song.
I feel like Taylor Swift right now, and he's
He,
Kanye.
that's a country song that he made, and it's a good song. It's so big that it could be called pop, but it's a country song, and he makes country music. Now with Post Malone and Beyonce, I'm just gonna put this out here. The reason why Beyonce don't get held like as she did a good job at making it, I think that she did a half-ass bullshit job at making a country album. She said, I'm going to come out here. I'm going to make a country album. She didn't go to Nashville and work with the people.
Post Malone.
Post Malone did a better job. He just did a better job.
He really got into it. I don't think he did it for the numbers or trying to take over a genre. I think he
linked up with every
bro, he said in that interview, that first interview on the Breakfast Club where Charlamagne was clowning the fuck out of him. He said in that interview, bro, I'll do whatever music. I plan to do country music. That's what he said in that first interview. Beyonce could have done that. But
would I be wrong as Beyonce to say I'm a successful artist who's accomplished about everything she could in music in her like lane or whatever? To say, all right, I'm from Texas. Like, am I not allowed to do?
She's
a
definitely
no,
country
100% she's
allowed.
allowed. And,
so if it was good and she made it,
it was
you can
better
say
than a lot of country shit that I listen or that I have to.
I'm
listen
not saying
to.
that like
It's just like
she deserves an award or anything. I'm just saying like to not get a mention if it was up there with the numbers and or better than the other.
I don't think
country
it was
albums that
planned
were out
good
there.
enough. I think she just came out with it and it just didn't have that kind of impact.
Earlier, you just argued
gotta
about
play the
how
game
we
a
don't.
little bit, bro.
Earlier, you just said how we don't get albums anymore. That it's all about streaming
Thanks,
or
Trey.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, if the album does the numbers, I can't argue with the numbers
no.
that you're
I
saying
get
that
it,
we
I
go
get it, I
off
get
of
it, I get
today.
it. So, but how would you feel about Tommy Richmond winning a Hip Hop Song of the Year award?
It's not right.
I don't know who the fuck Tommy Richmond is.
What's
$1 Million Baby.
Cause I'm $1 million.
It's in every
baby.
Instagram, TikTok.
Is that not more like a
Reels
pop
post.
song?
No, it's a hip hop record, bro. That's what Billboard said was a hip hop.
It's definitely
song of the
pop.
Yeah, I would think it's pop. Me personally, but
year. So what's the difference?
I don't see why it's labeled hip hop. I don't who put that in that category is weird to me.
But that's what it is. That's what
So-
they.
it's
so
a
it's
pop
threw it out
song.
there as.
It's
Yeah,
a very
exactly.
poppy, boppy song,
I
a
think,
radio
Sure.
song,
I
like
think
a radio
the
single type of song.
But they've labeled it as hip hop.
Yeah.
Strange.
It's odd. It's,
Yeah,
it's
no,
just one of them
that
things,
is
bro.
strange.
Like it's one of them things, man.
Yeah.
And it's like I get why I get what you're saying. Why didn't she get a mention? However, it's a country music award. Like I guess what I'm trying to say is like, was it as good as the country music?
Okay,
albums?
so boom, let's do this.
Because look, I guess my point goes back because it is.
So
politics
why
and
did
who's
so
vote-
why
who's vote-
this is
I didn't-
crazy?
I
I'm
didn't
like,
listen to it. I didn't
crazy
listen to
take
it.
right here.
I didn't listen to it, but if you're gonna ask me who had a better country album of the year, Gavin Adcock or Beyonce,
So crazy take. Do you want this crazy take?
it's an easy answer for me.
You want this crazy take? Yes or no?
Yeah. Give it to me. Pause.
So why does Kanye, Bing Bong, why does Kanye win the gospel album of the year when he dropped Jesus is King?
Because he played the political game is politics, bro.
No.
I don't.
There ain't no popular
no.
gospel artist
I don't
out there to
think
compete
Is he a
with.
gospel artist? Yes or no?
No.
Did he? Talk to me. Just give me. Just,
Jesus is King,
all
right?
right, bet. So cool.
A whole gospel album.
Gospel artist, name one.
Lecrae.
Fucking get out of here. TD Jakes. What's my man's name? It's
Lecrae.
Kirk Franklin.
TD Jakes.
Yep.
Okay.
Come
Yeah,
on.
he makes gospel music. He has like a band.
Whoever you mention ain't as big as Kanye.
No.
His argument though is Beyonce came in and did more records than country music artists do, and she dropped a country album. So why does that not count? Because Kanye did a gospel album and
One
did
gospel
the
album
numbers.
of the
I think
year. It
there's-
ain't that he just.
That's a weak genre though. Ain't everybody
No,
listening
you
to
can't discredit it. It's music, it streams, it does numbers, it's out there. There's $1 million gospel artists in the world today.
There's no
Period.
gospel artist with a folling like Kanye.
But if
though.
we're
I
breaking
won't
it
argue
down,
that,
who does more?
but-
What genre does more numbers?
But
Country or
what
gospel?
I'm saying,
Like,
if we're
no, you
now-
got me. Nam, you got
Yeah,
me.
because
You got me.
yeah, we're having to add extra shit into it.
artists that could arguably do as many numbers as Beyonce. There's a lot of them.
And I'm sure they would if they dropped better albums at the
If
time.
Taylor Swift
but
dropped
they
in
didn't.
country, bro, she'd win every fucking award. But she doesn't.
Yeah.
She drops in pop music.
Which
But
that's
if she
probably that's
dropped a-
coming
if-
by
But if
going
far.
Taylor
for
Swift
Grammys, it's
dropped
a
a
different
country
game.
album,
Plus Beyonce, we ain't heard nothing from her in a long time, and then she just comes out.
Why is Beyonce going for a CMA and not a Grammy?
I don't fucking know. That's
Why
not one of
ain't Beyonce doing more numbers than Chapel Roan?
Because
or
one
Charlie
Charlie bro just
XCX,
said she ain't dropped an
or
album,
Taylor
and I
Swift.
don't even know when the last
if
time.
it's that competitive, why ain't she doing those numbers?
If she dropped the album today, it would for sure.
You think she's beating the Swifties?
Bro, them bees gonna come for you now. That'll cancel you.
Bro, Taylor Swift came from country
You
though,
right.
so that's a little bit different.
I don't want no smoke.
Them
No, smoke.
bees will
No
come
vape,
for you.
no cigarette.
Hey,
no
I'll
black
say
and mild,
this.
no-
I'll say
no
this.
smoke.
When you're in impactful as like the Swifties, the bees, Nicki Minaj got the fucking Barbies or what.
Listen, here's
when
my
you
thing.
got a following, a cult like following.
I think my Beyonce hate comes from I've had this idea that Jay-Z has had the best rap career ever
Over 50
for a
Cent,
long
right?
time. And then now I've changed my opinion, and I think 50 Cent has the best rap career of all time. And he's I think he's cooler than Jay-Z, and I think he's just
He's
you
more
know
of
probably
our
a
era.
better person in real life. You know what I'm saying? Not as involved in like the you know. I don't want to say
I mean,
Illuminati
you
or
hearing
anything
those?
like that.
Yeah, you're hearing them weird like
You don't hear
cult.
you
Like,
don't hear anything
whatever.
about 50 Cent like that.
So
Reasons.
that's
I've also
where
started. Hold on, I've also started watching Power, so it also 50 Cent just took in a heavy leap.
Yeah.
So and
'Cause he
50
started
Cent
watching
beef
Power.
with Jay-Z. So
So you're in the
I
in
think
the
that
left
Jay-Z
corner.
is trying to. I think Jay-Z is maybe behind this whole Beyonce push because Jay-Z knows he can't do what he used to do in rap anymore.
He
I
don't
think the
need
times
to,
have
though.
changed.
He don't need to though.
Who's what?
Times have changed.
Old
Because you gotta think, we're
Rappers
talking
don't
about
get
someone
old,
that
bro.
from the '90s,
Nas is still doing it.
man. But he ain't dropping nothing that's had no weight of anything that he dropped in the
he's
'90s.
got nominated for a Grammy though.
With Hit Boy.
People in the world. What's he gonna rap about?
Exactly.
Why does he need? That's what I'm
That's
saying.
true, and
like,
he's already rapping
there's
about
a time.
not
I think
selling
there's
it no
certain
more.
rappers, and you may or may not agree with this. There's certain rappers. I think their legacy and their career was so good. There is a time to retire. There's a time where it's like I've done what I need to do at the highest of heights.
That's what I'm
multiple
saying.
times. Because
What did Michael Jordan do?
but
No one
boom,
wants
bang,
to-
bang. Hey, talk to me because
I'll give you a better example, bro. No one wants to see Mike Tyson fight again.
type shit. Because like brother said, Michael Jordan, right? In music, your albums are like your season. Right? And we
Yup,
base
yup.
you off of that. And whether you win the championship or not. There's a lot of rappers out here who dropped albums who ain't got no chips. Jay-Z has a lot.
He's got
of
back-to-back
champions.
rings.
Like he's dynasty type shit.
Since
literally.
when? I mean, you get. When was Jay-Z's last?
He's one of the type of rappers
I
that
guess what
first
I'm saying
album,
is,
right?
like-
First album, right? Is a classic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then you've got the Blueprint, even up to 444 and stuff with Kanye.
I'll give you Blueprint 1 and Blueprint 3.
I mean, how many fucking more albums do you
And
name
Re-
any
and
other
Reasonable
rapper
Doubt.
that has that many? Exactly. And, so,
Okay.
and then name
College
any other
Dropout.
rapper that has.
College
So
Dropout.
to your, that's what I was gonna say earlier. To like,
No, I'm gonna give you a couple examples. College Dropout,
Mhm.
Late Registration, 808s and Heartbreak.
Lil Wayne, right?
No,
The
that's
Car-
that's
no,
Kanye.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
you go the Carters.
Carter's,
Okay.
all that,
Then you
right?
go Get Rich or Die Trying.
Boom.
The Massacre.
So
You know
there's
what I'm
only
saying?
a handful of these artists, brother, that we talking about. That if we're talking
Dirty Sprite 2.
Bro, Michael
Nah.
Jordan,
No,
Tom Brady.
No.
different
Seven of
times,
them
it
things.
impacts differently, bro. It impacts differently. It holds a different
Listen,
way. It just
How
does.
can you not put Drake up there, bro?
I'm not saying Drake don't.
Why you gotta put Kendrick up there? You gotta put Cole up there. You gotta put.
They're all just another example.
But there's tiers to this.
No, I agree. But my whole point is
Because I do
think-
agree that they belong. That every name that you said belongs in these
I
conversations.
think my point is back to the Beyonce thing. I think this is a whole, maybe a play to just manipulate the market and can maybe try to make a boss move and control everything. And it's like, man, it's probably not the best move. It's probably not the best move.
I'll say this. Here's how I look at, and I guess why I didn't trip on Beyonce making the country album. Do you remember when Snoop Dogg made a fucking whole roster like Jamaican album?
Snoop Lion.
No one.
Snoop
He
Lion.
changed his name.
No
He
one
changed his
tripped
whole
about.
name.
Man went to Jamaica, did it all, the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
I look at it as if like,
Bro, Lil Wayne rock and roll.
right. I feel like certain artists and just Beyonce is on a like Mount Rushmore
I just
level.
think it kind of came from a
that they get bored and they're like, I'm gonna just tap into this lane for a second. I don't
Like
think
Trevor
she's
said.
about to go try off no whole
like
country
Trevor
music
said,
career
we
or
gotta
nothing
take
like
another
that.
break real quick, but like Trevor
Just
said,
experiment, throw it out
But I
there.
think she's like, I'm so talented that I can tap into this for a second and it's gonna be good. It's
It ain't gonna do
actually
nothing.
Be, yeah, it ain't
I
gonna
think
be
she thought she would
trash.
come in
That's
and
true.
take over, bro. And
I don't think that. I don't think that
she
at all.
understood.
Because if she
Yeah.
thought she
Is
was
all
gonna
I'm
take
saying.
over, she would have made a career, a whole
I don't-
other
I
country
don't think
music
she
career.
understood
The
out
whole
of it.
run.
I think she.
Yeah.
I think she thought shit was. Sweet.
You don't one album and done it and feel like you're gonna take anything over.
I think.
Yeah.
She did her homework before class started. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it wasn't trash. It had substance to it. People would bump it.
But in country music, bro, that we figured it out whenever we went to Nashville, bro. There's this whole formula to country music. Like if you don't get connected in that little world, bro.
It's a whole factory.
I don't disagree with that at all.
No recognition
I don't disagree with that at all.
No,
All I'm
and-
saying is I feel like
It's a
she
weird thing.
is such a legendary as a musician to say,
she's a legend.
you know, and I'm also in Texas. I mean, you think she probably hears
No,
country
I get
music
it,
more
I
than
get
she
it, I
probably
get it,
wants
but-
to. So it's just probably like, I'm going to do this little album. My fans may want it. You got to think
You gotta think about
sometimes
her fan base, though. It's a big fan base. What do they want to hear?
some
from
people,
Beyonce?
somebody,
They
some.
want to hear all the single
But if
ladies.
all
And
her
somebody
fan,
from Texas and her fan base
All the
may
single
want
ladies.
a Beyonce country music album.
but this goes back to my point, bro.
They just
who
may.
bought it? Who gave her the numbers, bro?
Beyonce fans and country ass music fans from Texas.
I don't think it was as many country music fans as I think she
They're all
thought
from
she
Texas.
would get.
We'll just give you the state of Texas.
Probably not.
Jay Z, and I don't even think it's her fault. I'm blaming Jay Z because he ain't as cool as 50 Cent. I think they thought shit was sweet, and they thought they could come get a little easy bag and then come back and be like, "Look what we did."
You don't think they got a bag out of that?
No, they did, but I don't think they.
It was an easy bag.
Like you said, they didn't get no awards for it though.
No
She ain't
harm,
up
no,
for
harm,
Grammy.
no foul with
You
it.
think she's winning a Grammy off that?
I don't think she
Probably
expected to.
I think they did. That's the
They
problem.
gonna
I
give
think
it.
they
They
did.
gonna give it to
You
Chris
think they
Stapleton
did.
I think they
before
did.
Beyonce.
I think they knew they couldn't compete with Taylor Swift. They knew they couldn't compete with all these pop
They
artists.
couldn't compete with Shaboozey right now.
That's all I'm saying, man.
Yeah, well, they know that. They ain't dumb to the music game. You got to think they're goats of their music genre, brother.
I just think they thought shit was sweet. That's all I'm saying.
There's no way you
And
thought that.
I despise Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't have a beef with
Bro.
that.
I don't like the half the music you have to listen to when you're around female. I have a much different take, bro. When you talk hip hop, like I understand the Kendrick and shit, Drake, the heavy hitters, the lyrical, the what it means. I'm listening, like you said, I'm going to listen to Larry June first. I'm going to listen to Action Bronson first. I'm going to listen to the
Action
dudes,
Bronson, I like
the,
him.
the people I fuck with on
Yeah.
a artistic level more than the substance level first because I choose.
But that's
to
just
like
what we
I like.
prefer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, girls are the same way. They're gonna go listen to that. I'm not gonna go listen
Some
to it.
of them, you got the Sexy Reds and the Megan Thee Stallions and the Lottos.
I'm
and
listening to Sexy Red.
all that.
I'm listening to Glorilla.
He said,
bro.
"I'm locked
Oh, I
in."
fuck with
Bro.
Glorilla, yeah.
Glow go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
glow.
know, like I'm listening to it if it's good,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like I got an ear. I listen the country music that's good. I listen to it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I just think again. You asked me who had a better country album, Gavin Adcock or Beyonce.
Like,
It's
dog,
easy.
my golf playlist ain't got an artist. I could tell you who their name is. I'd have to look at it. But it's just a different vibe for that setting.
Yeah, and
Same
that's
like
fine.
my gym playlist is Metallica.
And at the end of the day, it's all art.
AC/DC.
It's all
Shit
it's
that's
all
gonna get you-
subjective. It's all
yeah,
subjective.
there's
Yeah.
different. Like, that's just me, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm either in the mood for chocolate
yeet.
cake or some gummies. I'm not both.
Yeah,
Yeah, the chocolate cake with the gummies on top is weird. Pause.
Crazy.
Pause.
bro. I was gonna say something about Shaboozey. The craziest thing about it is that bar song, "Tipsy," Jaquan sampling, or not. I don't know if sampling, but like using that. That's so tight to me.
Yeah, and he
The
gave
Jaquan
him
Tipsy.
the okay to do it.
Really?
Everybody in the club getting tipsy,
No. I know what song you're talking
and
about.
then
That's the only
everybody
Jaquan
in the
song.
bar getting tipsy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he did. Because he gave him the okay. Like,
Okay, I didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't sample the beat or nothing, did he?
I don't know if he sampled any sounds.
No, but
from
he
it.
cleared it. Jaquan like cleared
right,
it.
because
Or
it's like
gave
an
him,
obvious.
a
I
like,
didn't know that.
odd-
That's
or like
fire.
Yeah.
like
He didn't sample
the
it,
words.
but he took the melody and the word. Here comes the 1, 2, the 3.
That's right. Yes. See.
Like he took.
Ah,
Yeah.
I never even made that connection. What's crazy? I remember it's one of the first rap songs I ever heard. Ride around with Raekwon and his pops, I remember Raekwon used to love that song, bro. It was on
Bro, I had that
you
on a
remember
burnt
the
CD
Def
for
Jam,
sure.
like rap song, like you could. Yeah.
For sure, dude.
It
And
definitely was on
LimeWire.
like it was definitely on like a Now That's What I Call Music CD.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the early ones too.
Yeah, for sure.
Jaquan's credited on that song, and he even
That's fire. I didn't know that.
he even did. Him and Shaboozey did.
Yeah, they did at a country music award show. They did like half of it was Shaboozey's, and then Jaquan came out and did Tipsy.
That's fire.
Now I didn't realize it until somebody said that to me, or I saw it somewhere. And then you put
Here
it,
comes
it's
the
that
one
is
to the
that-
two.
that's that song.
Nah.
And instead of
Everybody
in the club
drunk
getting
out
tipsy,
on
it's
the
like
dance
that's
floor.
something
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
whiskey, like, it's just
No,
like-
that's fire. Did you know that?
I did, but
You capping.
That song starts
swear,
out.
bro.
You supreme
LeBron,
capping.
I ain't,
Starts
I ain't
out, bro.
LeBron capping.
That's crazy.
Teen drinking is very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a fake ID though,
Come on,
bro.
man.
What
I
a
was
song
in like middle school.
I was in like elementary school,
for sure.
like early. That was one of the early raps. That and like Lean With It, Rock With It. I remember being
Bro.
super early.
Y'all remember? I was thinking about this earlier. Just the feeling that it made you feel hearing like "Baby Boy" to Prince.
Oh man.
This is the way I live.
Yeah,
That was
those
like
big
my
guitar
sophomore
strings.
year.
Remember how
Right,
that
right.
made you feel? Like it just made you feel so cool.
That was like the
man.
party
The
song
way
of my
I
sophomore year in
live.
high school.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, that song still to this day.
Don't need to work hard.
I feel like that's when
I
like
feel
around the
like
early 2000s ish when southern like music really started. Like
Was,
southern rappers or southern artists started taking over.
Where was Jaquan from? Tipsy. Where?
St. Louis?
I
think.
started to say I wanted to say
So
St.
Midwest?
Louis, but I don't know.
Mhm.
So he wasn't like a southern.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I don't want to.
But honestly, like sometimes it confuses me, and it don't confuse me. But like, you know, Nelly had country grammar, and he's from St. Louis, and I know people from Chicago that
Yeah.
like live downtown, and then I also know people who like live around horses and ranches and shit in Chicago or like Illinois. So
Yeah.
True.
I guess there's certain areas or parts where it's more southern-ish living relatable to.
I guess country grammar
True,
is kind of
true.
weird because it's Midwest. That ain't really country, but
to how we think about the South.
Bro, I go to the Midwest and I see just straight cornfields and farms and all that. It ain't
Yeah.
mainly like downtown cities.
Is Kentucky the South? Yeah.
yeah, for sure,
I would say, yeah.
I guess that's a dumb question.
100%.
It's like
'Cause
right
it's
at the
right outside
Midwest,
of
but it's right at the
Tennessee.
South.
Yeah, that was
I
dumb.
think it's right there. It could be.
It's got to be. I think
either
once
way.
you get past like Tennessee and Kentucky, though, that's when you're like Midwest.
Mhm.
Yeah, getting
'Cause
more
what's
towards
pa-
like Cincinnati,
what's
like
past
Ohio
Tennessee?
You go
area.
Illinois, Indiana.
Well, Kentucky's
and
right
then
outside
Kansas.
of Tennessee, and then I guess outside
Is it? I
of
thought
that,
it was like Kentucky was like up here. Tennessee was here. Kentucky was here. Then
you gotta go
Virginia,
through
West
Tennessee
Virginia.
at least from here to get to Kentucky.
You know, South to me is like West Virginia, Kentucky, the Carolinas, Tennessee, Alabama, Louisiana,
Georgia.
Yeah,
Georgia,
Florida, yeah.
Florida. That's the South. You know,
Texas.
Yeah.
Texas has its own
Texas-
I
thing.
think
That's a
Texas and
different South.
Oklahoma is where it cuts off.
I think that's
consider-
cowboy territory, not football team, but like that's
Look, there's a
that's
lot of
when
places
motherfuckers
Midwest
went to
that
start.
live country.
When you think cowboy towns, bro, you think Appalachian is different than cowboys, bro. You know what
We're
I'm saying?
southeast.
Yeah,
They
we're
were
like mountain
cowboys?
people. Cowboys was out like Texas, Midwest, California, Nevada,
That's like
They
that's
got
south.
they got that shit in Arizona, bro.
Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
cowboy
you're
shit.
talking about going out Midwest and seeing cornfields and tractors. Yeah, there's people that live country life elsewhere. There's people who live that life in California. But like the South has its own culture. And
That's a
whenever you
fact.
talk
It's
about
so
the
much
South,
different. It's different, and
You're talking
and
about
that's
the
why I
South.
think Texas is so different because Texas has its own culture.
Yeah, that's
Well,
why
I
we
know because
farm
it's so
certain
close to
things.
the border.
Yeah, it's very. It's more.
It's intertwined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they might live like that out in California, but they ain't farming fucking tobacco.
No, but they farming.
That's South.
They farming
That's
weed.
what I'm saying.
You know
Like
what I'm saying?
there's a difference in
They
southern
growing weed
living and like
avocados.
you live like you like.
We growing damn tomatoes and
And
tomatoes.
tomatoes.
You know what I'm saying?
I see where
Speaking
he's going.
like, so do you think that like, oh shit? So do you think that like Wyoming and like Idaho are more country than we are?
Country, no, but cowboy, yeah.
I mean that's the same thing.
Not really. I think it's totally different, bro.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
I feel like those
there's
two things
Western
do
living
meet.
and then there's Southern living.
Yeah, bro.
Mm.
You
But
know,
those two
like,
things do meet somewhere. I feel like it's probably
They do.
Texas.
Which and then but
Texas
that
is right in
also
the
gets,
middle.
like the Spanish influence too, which is perfect.
For sure, and it ties in
It's perfect.
different
I
ways.
think
So
Texas is
you
probably,
saying
the
like
perfect place to
horses
live.
and tumbleweeds Western?
Yeah, that's
country.
that's Western.
We're
We're
like
Southern.
tractors plowing fields.
Yeah.
So,
You know,
yeah.
like I think we're like more like
Were there cowboys in the Southeast?
for sure Davy Crockett.
That was a cowboy?
Yeah.
There's cowboys.
Or was that like a-
County right now? There is, dude.
I mean, yeah, kinda, yeah. There's
Yeah.
ranchers.
You know what a
and-
cowboy is? Tell me what a cowboy.
No, I'm talking about. I know what
Cowboy's
you're
a
talking
rancher.
about. Yeah. I know what you're talking. But I'm
Cowboy
talking
don't just
about.
mean you shoot people on-
No. But that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about. Let's take back.
I was
like,
thinking
you know,
riding a horse, cowboy. Like
when
know
we're
why
talking
that's
about
popular?
America, we're
You know
like,
why- you know why cowboy is popular?
I'm not talking
You know
about
what
Kid
you're
Rock,
talking
dude.
about? You know what those guys really started out fighting, dude? They were fighting to live there with the Indians.
100%. That's what I'm saying.
Then
I
they
think.
became
It's
outlaws,
cowboys and
they're
Indians.
Like, you know what? I can take whatever the fuck I want. I took this land. Oh, you got money over here at this fucking bank in this small town? I'm gonna take that shit too. I mean, cowboys were really ranchers, bro. They
Hey
lived
man,
off
you
the
talking
cattle.
a whole lot off the mic for someone to say, "Hey man, I don't really want to talk. I don't really want to talk a lot today."
And
'cause
getting
I've
deep as
Y'all don't talk
fuck.
about no cool shit. Y'all got this motherfucker there. Y'all got some cool shit.
The one time Trevor ain't on the mic, we talking about Yeet and cowboys.
been-
He said, "Come on, guys, let me in here."
Let me get in here, bro.
Half the time, whenever I bring something up, Bill said, "Nah, I don't want to talk about that."
That's not true, man.
You know what? You gonna have to get another one of them couches, and he'll just have to pull up next.
For sure, we need that.
Anyway, pause. Come on, man.
What are you even pausing, bro?
All I'm saying is, it's different. Western living, Southern living is different, man.
It is two different things. They intertwine
it's
though
totally
at some
different.
point, but there's
They
two sides.
do, but it's different.
Yeah.
You know, like
I just want the food part of it.
which is you know
It's a good way to look
Great.
at it.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like
What
the
is it?
I like the cowboy beans.
that's a fact. You know, I mean, I'm a Spanish food, bro. That's my shit.
Yeah.
You know, if
We
I don't, I'm eating a quesadilla over a burger any day.
For
Yeah.
sure, dude.
So
from the taco truck, the authentic
I just want
spot.
carne asada over a burger every day,
Yeah.
100% of the time. You know, what do you think is probably the best like international food? Like if you had American food, Spanish food, European food, that type of shit.
Oh, who
Bro,
ranks?
I say it's
Yeah.
gonna be like Spanish food,
Number one,
Really?
off rib.
definitely.
You can't
and
beat
then
it.
then I'm gonna go to
What you
Italian.
mean, really? Why are you saying really? Like you got some? What's the other option?
This is because I feel like I'm not, man. Like,
I mean, I'm gonna fuck up a hot dog too. Don't get it
No,
twisted.
no,
Pause.
I'm
no,
gonna pick the
no.
Mexican joint over.
so I'm just saying, like, as far
So,
as
I don't know.
Japanese,
I don't know.
like,
It's hard to say.
Japanese food just gives me a little more wide variety. I get soups, I get sushi, I get.
Man, I'm gonna pick Mexican food.
I still
before
get
pick
chicken and rice.
Japanese
Like,
food.
You could get the just the chicken and the rice. You could put that in a burrito. You could put that in a quesadilla.
A little avocado,
you could put
man.
it on a little tortilla.
I can get the
call it a
avocado on
taco.
my sushi.
No, I get it, but
Okay.
I'm just saying.
And there's rolls like they have the roll.
What,
I'm
you gonna
just,
drink sake?
Yep.
Or you gonna drink a fucking Modelo?
Hey,
They have,
Big-
they have
hey,
Japanese
hey,
beers. They have
rolls are
Japanese
nice,
beers.
but chips and salsa, bro.
Come on, man.
Chips and salsa.
Come
But
on.
Over
sushi's
some
my,
rolls?
sushi's
You ever had
my
like a
starter.
real-
Sushi and dumplings
So
is my
here's
starter
thing, here's
over
my
the
thing.
salsa.
I grew up. shout
And
out
I'm
to
going
Yvonne.
teriyaki
Listen,
chicken with the bitch on the broccoli.
One of my childhood friends,
Hibachi meat.
he lived up the street. He was Spanish, man, and his mom would cook in the big pot. Like it wasn't even a pot. It was like a big, almost like a big, just like cast iron pan, right? And she cooked, and like pretty much you just kind of served yourself, bro. You came in, and I mean, like I got so comfortable with the family, you know what I'm saying? Like it would be cooking, then you just get a tortilla, and that's how you eat it out the pan. Is like you just scoop what you want in the
Yeah,
tortilla
yeah.
and eat it. But I don't even really know what it was. It was just meat and like
You talking about
peppers and
Pablo for sure.
vegetables. No, it's my homie Yvonne. Like growing
Okay.
up, and like that's what really put me on was just like real like Spanish food like that.
Yeah,
And it was,
yeah,
like,
yeah. No.
Will Pablo
you know,
be bringing over the empanadas or something like that?
Nah, Pablo's mom be chefing too, bro. Shout word to Pablo, bro. The tamales she made.
Tamales.
That's what you had was the tamales, man. Them bitches was fire. I love a good tamale.
Like if you ever went to the spot down below the wreck.
Oh yeah, but they only open on Sundays.
Yeah, so when I
what
went
you're
there,
talking about.
that changed
100%. That's all.
the whole game for me as far as like Mexican
You can't
food.
beat
went.
that, man.
Yeah, and I don't really like to go to
I'm getting
like
hungry. We might have
the
to pull up to
Americanized
Polly's
spots like
Express.
that. Like to
Low-key.
be for real.
What?
All right. We
I'm
can
going
do
to
whatever, man.
Wingstop.
Yeah, that's crazy. The whole lemon pepper conversation we had
Yeah,
off the camera earlier. That was wild.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll cut it short, boys, man.
Yeah,
Good episode, boys.
Yes,
For
sir.
sure.
It's time to go get some grub.
that's right.
Yes, sir, man. No look. I don't even know what episode 80 something.
Episode whatever.
80 something.
85 at the 87. I don't know. Something crazy. We out of here though.
Come on.
Also, Lions 10-1, baby. Super Bowl bound.
Colts
Let's go.
about to win.